NBA, rookie becomes strongest shooting guard in history. Like, share and subscribe. Episode 41. After signing with the team, Logan advanced part of his after-tax income and bought a property near Oracle Arena. Coincidentally, Midu, who signed the first round of contracts with the Warriors, was also near the arena and temporarily settled. Unlike Rogan's starting salary of $5.1 million and a 4-year contract of $28 million. As the last rookie to be drafted in the first round, Middleton could only sign a minimum rookie contract with a starting salary of $1.02 million and a 4-year salary of $5.27 million. But anyway, this contract is also a 3-year full guarantee and a first-round draft contract for the 4th year of the team's options. Compared to the treatment of the second-round pick that may not have a contract, Middleton is quite content. It's all thanks to you, Luo. Not only contented, Midu also gave credit to Rogan. If it weren't for you leading Texas farm workers to the championship, I might just be a second-round pick. The salary of the second-round show is a starting salary of 470,000 knives and 2.1 million US knives in 2+1 years. The gap is obvious. You deserve it. Logan didn't ask for credit. Chris, get ready. We still have Summer League to play next. After completing the team's signing ceremony and choosing the numbers for the new season, what awaits the 12th class of rookies is the upcoming NBA Summer League. This year, the Warriors didn't sign up for the Orlando Summer League. They only played in the Las Vegas Summer League. As the first draft pick in NBA history to be traded on the same day, what kind of performance Logan will contribute to the Summer League is also the focus of people's expectations. It is worth mentioning that this year's Casino Summer League, there are many teams plus players related to Rogan. The Hornets and Rogan's first choice, Anthony Davis, who was defeated by Logan in the battle for the title, Bradley Beal and Dion Vitesse, the second of the 3 shooting guards in 12 times. A number of rookies will make their professional league debuts in the Summer League, which also makes this year's Casino Summer League quite a lot of attention. Of course, in addition to paying attention to the Summer League, this summer's free agent market is also very lively. Kevin Garnett signed a contract extension with the Boston Celtics, but Ray Allen, one of the Big Three, signed with the Miami Heat as a free agent. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks completed a deal with the Nets, who relocated to Brooklyn. Joe John, nicknamed Joe John, was sent to the Nets. The same core of the team was traded for many years. The Phoenix Suns make a deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. Nash, the son of the Wind, left Phoenix, where his dream began and the peak of his career, and teamed up with Kobe Bryant. It was the first time in Bryant's career that he had teamed up with a grandmaster-level point guard, even though Nash was already in his final years. To complete the deal, the Lakers even gave away 4 draft picks. There is no doubt that their gambling deal is still aimed at chasing the ultimate big fish, Dwight Howard. After sending Nash away, the Suns acquired Goran Dragic in free agency, filling the void on point guard. Also chasing Howard, the Lakers exchanged for grandmaster-level point guard Nash, and the Knicks were not idle, and directly traded to get another point guard grandmaster, Jason Kidd. The battle between the Knicks and the Lakers' Warcraft has obviously entered a white-hot stage. Immediately afterwards, the news of the renewal of the contract of the 09th rookie began to brush the screen. On July 11th, U.S. time, after Curry renewed his contract in advance with 4 years and $44 million US, Blake Griffin's 5-year $95 million, close to 100 million yuan renewal contract, made people realize the future of the alliance may belong to this brutalist power forward. In the midst of hot player signings and frequent transactions, on July 13th, U.S. time, the Orlando Summer League officially ended. On July 14th, U.S. time, the Las Vegas Summer League took over the baton. Due to the large number of participating teams, which reached 24, the rules of the Summer League were very different from those of the Orlando Summer League. The 24 teams will each face 3 preliminary matches, and according to the results of the preliminary rounds, the seeds 1 to 24 will be divided. Immediately afterwards, the 9 to 24 seeded team held the first round of single elimination matches. The winning team advances to the second round of knockout, and after playing against seeds 1 to 8, the winning team advances to the round of 8. In the end, in this single elimination way, the final Casino Summer League champion was decided. In addition, the Casino Summer League will also award MVP trophies to the players who perform the best. This perfect tournament rules is why the Casino Summer League is favored by more NBA teams. They can really scout the rookies of the year and the free agents who are missing. The opening match of this year's Casino Summer League was also led by the 12th champion show, Logan. The Golden State Warriors will face the Phoenix Suns with 11-time number 13 rookie Markieff Morris and 12-time number 13 rookie Kendall Marshall. The 13th pick is indeed a magical pick, but the number 13 rookie in the past 2 years, Logan has never looked at them squarely. Because there is a player in the Summer League roster of the Phoenix Suns that has attracted Logan's attention. Selected by the Raptors with the 35th pick at the end of '06, he then began to wander in the Europa League in the second half of '07. 7. It wasn't until this summer that the Suns signed a summer contract. PJ Tucker. Episode 42. Tucker's early playing career can only be described as bumpy. The second-round pick was cut in the first year and could only go to the European League to wander. Originally, Tucker thought that his basketball career was over alive in Europe, until he watched this year's NCAA tournament. Texas agricultural workers in the round of 64. The situation is behind the score, with Logan's tenacious fighting power forcibly reverse the situation and enter the round of 32. Immediately afterwards, Texas agricultural workers passed 5 levels and killed 6 generals all the way when the world was not optimistic about them, defeating all kinds of strong enemies. Finally defeated the mighty Kentucky on the final stage and realized the Texas fairy tale. The story of the Texas peasant dark horse winning the championship deeply stimulated PJ Tucker, who didn't know why. On the one hand, Tucker himself is a Texas graduate, and he naturally has a sense of belonging to the Texas team. On the other hand, the Texas farmer's experience of winning the championship has ignited Tucker's continued pursuit of the NBA dream. This is also the reason why he refused to renew the long-term salary of the European continent just by getting a summer joint contract. Who doesn't have a basketball dream of a counterattack? This year's Summer League opening game is very interesting. We can see the professional basketball debut of new top pick Logan. Yes, Logan's appearance on the NCAA court is still vaguely visible, but whether he can continue his magical performance in professional level games is still a question mark. The Suns and Warriors Summer League players began to warm up, and the commentators on the sidelines also began to warm up for the game. It's like the Suns have Morris plus Marshall NBA players sitting on this side. The Warriors Summer League roster this year is also quite good. Second grader Klay Thompson plus 3 rookies this year, Middleton plus Green, and Logan. In the eyes of commentators, at least 2 players in the Warriors summer roster this year will be the starting lineup for the Warriors in the new season, like Thompson and Logan. Similarly, this also shows how shabby the new season of the Warriors is. The Summer League starters are actually a number of the team's new season starters, which is rare in the history of the Summer League. The pre-match warm-up for both sides ended quickly, with both teams starting on the pitch. The Suns starter, naturally, is Marshall plus Morris plus PJ Tucker and 2 tool men. On the Golden State Warriors side, it is Klay Thompson plus Chris Middleton plus Drummond Green plus Festus Ezeli and Logan. The Warriors roster chose to put Logan at point guard. It's not surprising. You know that when you face Kentucky in the NCAA finals, Logan is the one in charge of the ball. Since the Warriors wanted to scout as many of this year's rookies as possible, they put all of them on the Summer League starters. Logan is the most capable of possessing the ball of the 5, and it is understandable that he plays a point guard. In the jump round, Ezeli won over his opponent and put the ball into Logan's hands. The Golden State Warriors earned the offensive possession for the first offense of the opening game. Logan held the ball through the half, and in front of him was Marshall, the number 13 rookie of the same year. Kendall Marshall is only 1.93 meters tall. Logan completely ignores the defenders and pulls up a 3-point cold arrow from outside the 3-point line, decisively shooting through the net. 3:0. Warriors open the record. Logan's side easily booped/shot Marshall, and when it was Marshall's turn to organize the attack with the ball, it was not so easy. Logan, who defended him in the opposite position, was like a big spider, completely shrouded it, forcing Marshall to make a mistake in passing, and the basketball was directly deflected off the bottom line. The ball went to the Warriors, and Logan was still in the same position, and for the second time in a row, he shot Kendall Marshall from outside the 3-point line. The basketball draws a smooth arc and crashes into the net with a bang. 6:0. The Warriors' advantage is still expanding. Offensive and defensive conversion. The Suns side still can't open the situation. Logan, who was used to play point guard, has a physical advantage, not only in the offensive end, but also in the defensive end. Marshall could only try to jump up and pass the ball, but was grabbed by Logan in front of him, ruthlessly jumping up and grabbing his hands to complete the interception. Jumped up to complete the steal. After landing, Logan cannot care about 3:7:21. The accelerator is stepped on to death. 300 miles fly to the front court, 2 steps in the free throw line to take off, 1 arm bow heavy buckle. 8:0. Less than 2 minutes into the opening game, Logan made a series of grabs and dunks to score 8 points alone to help the team establish a lead. The Golden State Warriors showed a strong desire to win from the beginning, or Logan showed a high level from the very beginning of the game. Logan's performance of scoring 8 consecutive points in the opening game caused the sideline commentator to exclaim. His strength completely crushed the opposite Kendall Marshall, and the Sun rookie behaved like a beginner in front of Rowe. Just like the narrator said, Marshall's performance against Logan was really lame. Pressed by Logan to slightly increase his defensive intensity, Marshall nearly missed even dribbling. The huge gap between the two teams in the number 1 position soon reflected in the point difference. By the end of the first quarter, the Golden State Warriors had a huge 16-point lead of 27-11. You know, Summer League is different from the regular season, with a single quarter of only 10 minutes. In 10 minutes of play, the Warriors were able to score 27 points in a single quarter and lead their opponents by 16 points, which is a huge disparity in strength, which is visible to the naked eye. Throughout the first quarter, the Suns' only outstanding performance was PJ Tucker's rebounding battle against Drummond Green inside the Warriors. The fight between these two scrappy players on the inside added a little different color to this one-sided game. Of course, Tucker's efforts didn't change the course of the game in the slightest. In the end, the Warriors led their opponents by 22 points at halftime, and the starting five, led by Logan, did not even play again in the second half. The Golden State Warriors scored 104 points and outscored the Suns by 20 points, winning the Summer League opener. Logan played only 2 quarters and turned in excellent statistics of 31 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals, helping the team win the first game of the Casino Summer League. His strength is beyond this field, and Las Vegas is not worthy of Logan's play. In the eyes of the two commentators, Logan's standard is too high. For the Summer League, Logan's existence is a dimensionality reduction blow, and he should show his talent in NBA-level games. Episode 43. Luo, what do you think of the team's Summer League lineup? Winning the Casino Summer League to start well, Warriors Summer League coach Pete chatted with Logan alone for a while. The team means that they want to sign 2 good blue-collar players in the Summer League lineup. The Warriors' new season is basically training. It's just that whether it's Curry, Thompson, Logan, or even Middleton, it's not material for dirty work. As for Green, he can do the dirty work, but with only one person, that's not enough. So Warriors management wants to find a good blue-collar player in the Summer League to give the team's young core a shot in the new season. We don't have the right guy in the squad, but there's a good guy in the opposing squad. Logan was about to make a recommendation to management, and simply took the opportunity to ask, I think PJ Tucker is good. PJ Tucker? Pete was stunned for a moment, and quickly recalled Tucker's performance today in his mind. Seriously, although the Phoenix Suns lost badly today, Tucker's performance was indeed a good highlight. The player, who is trained in the European continent, showed an extremely tenacious style of play in the Summer League and wrestled with Green's rebounds on the inside, which made a deep impression. This kind of hardworking player is indeed the best candidate for a blue-collar player. I know, I'll apply to management and try to sign PJ. Pete isn't the hesitant either. Since Tucker is a good fit, apply directly to management to try to take PJ Tucker before other teams. On July 15th, U.S. time, the second match day of the Casino Summer League will begin. The Golden State Warriors have a challenge from the Washington Wizards. Logan meets an old acquaintance again, Anthony Davis, who is supposed to be the top show. The thick eyebrows, who lost their status as champions and even lost the number 2 signing position, released a wave fiercely in the first battle of the Summer League. The Wizards also beat the Rockets in the opening game to get off to the opener. It's just that the Wizards' Summer League lineup is too bad, relying only on a thick eyebrow. There is no way to compete with the Warriors. On the Warriors' side, Logan plus Thompson plus Middleton 3-core drive once again made the game lose suspense at halftime. In the end, it was still a skillful halftime clock-in, and Logan handed out a quasi-triple-double performance of 25 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds to help the team win 2 straight games. It is worth mentioning that in this game, Klay Thompson shot 5 of 5 from outside the three-point line, took out a 100% three-point shooting percentage, and felt hot. In the post-match interview, Thompson took credit for Logan. Rose's passing is what keeps my shooting percentage high. He always gets the ball to a comfortable place. Thompson is looking forward to the new season. Steven is also a passing master, and the team's offense will definitely be very fluid in the new season. Just like Tom said, at this time it is not Ku Retien's cute god Curry, and his ability to pass and attack in tandem is also first class. Add in Logan, a forward, who has excellent passing vision. A team has 2 great playmakers, for Tom, who is bent on being a pure goal scorer. The Warriors of the new season are their own paradise. On the other side, the thick eyebrows that were difficult to support alone, and the admiration for Logan in his heart deepened. He leads the Wizards summer team today like Logan, who led Texas farm workers to the NCAA championship. The difference was that Logan led Texas agri-workers to a strong victory over himself with better teammates. And the Wizards led by thick eyebrows are completely unable to compete with Logan's Warriors. How strong is Logan? You can see it. After easily winning 2 straight games, the Golden State Warriors did not stop. On the 3rd day of the Summer League, Logan led the Warriors to face the Charlotte Bobcats. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist held the title of 12-time All-Defensive Rookie and was expertly cut by Logan for 10 consecutive points, killing the game in an instant. Golden State Warriors 108-78, 30 points, slaughter Charlotte Bobcats. Logan played 3 quarters and delivered a Summer League record 45 points, helping the team lock up the number 1 seed with a 3-game winning record. The number 1 seeded team does not need to play the first round of knockouts, but only needs to wait for their opponent in the round of 16. On July 17th, U.S. time, the first round of knockout ended one after another. After the Phoenix Suns were eliminated, Golden State Warriors management made a formal signing invitation to PJ Tucker. Originally, Tucker still wanted to sign with the Suns. After all, the Suns gave Tucker the team to show his ability in the Summer League. But when I heard the Warriors say, signing Tucker was after Logan offered to do so, Tucker changed his mind in an instant. Did Logan really bring it up? Tucker still couldn't believe it. Of course, PJ, Luo has been mentioning in front of us your positive performance in the first game of the Summer League. Bob Myers said seriously. If he hadn't mentioned it repeatedly, we wouldn't have contacted you so early. In that case, then, Tucker thought for a moment and decisively patted the bricks. I agree to sign. Although the Suns are the team that gave themselves the opportunity to play in the Summer League, they came to the United States to chase their NBA dreams, all of which Logan gave him courage in the NCAA championship. Now that Logan has offered to sign himself, what other reason does Tucker have to refuse? With 4 years and $3.5 million and a base salary contract for the 4th year of the team option, PJ Tucker successfully joined the Golden State Warriors and became a member of the Warriors roster. Of course, salary is not Tucker's focus at all. For years long, fully guaranteed for the first 3 years, and still able to play next to Logan, these conditions, just perfect. PJ, welcome to the team. The task we have given you can be very difficult. After signing the contract, Myers shook hands with Tucker. The team wants you to be Logan's bodyguard. Around any NBA star, there must always be a few tough guys who escort. Rodman next to Jordan, Artest next to Kobe Bryant, and so on. The Warriors also want Tucker to be Logan's bodyguard. I don't have to ask the team to ask for it, I will do the same. PJ Tucker directly interrupted Miles. If anyone dares to think about Luo, I will let them fall to the ground first. Logan inspired himself to chase his dreams and gave himself the opportunity to play in the NBA. Escorting him, not yet a matter of words? The Casino Summer League is in full swing, and the news is also constant in the NBA free agent market. Chinese defender Jeremy Lin, who set off Lin's madness last season, has become a bounty in the free agent market. Even though there are many teams that want to sign Jeremy Lin, the New York Knicks still said, "You open any contract, we will match." Without him, only Channer. Until the Houston Rockets opened a poison contract of $5 million in the first year, $5.22 million in the second year, and $14.988 million in the third year. Episode 44. Most of the NBA salary contracts, that's percentage increments. Therefore, from the beginning of the signing to the end of the contract, the player's occupation of the team's salary space is very different. In contrast, this poison contract only occupied $5 million space in the first 2 years, but directly occupied nearly $15 million in salary space in the third year. If the Knicks choose to match the contract, their room for maneuver will be extremely difficult after 3 years. For a while, the management of the New York Knicks hesitated, even if they wanted to renew Jeremy Lin. Looking at this third-year $14.88 million contract, they chose to give up. Eventually, the Chinese guard who created Lin's madness, in this way, joined the Houston Rockets. Meanwhile, with the Warriors roster full, Myers bought out Rashad Lewis outright in order to give PJ Tucker a spot. This billionaire is not in the Warriors' future plans. Instead of wasting Lewis' time, let the veteran go to a team with more championship hopes and shine at the end. I have to say that this wave of operations of the Warriors is still full of human touch. After thanking the Warriors on his social media, Lewis completed the signing ceremony with the Miami Heat on his base salary. With a veteran's base salary of $1.34 million in 1 year, Lewis can also be regarded as making the last effort for the championship. At this point, the former Supersonic twins, Ray Allen and Lewis, reunited at the end of their careers. It's just that things are people and people. The NBA is such a cruel league. Countless former heavenly heroes, polished by time into veterans, can only shine at the end of the bench. United States, the Casino of Las Vegas. Live of the Summer League. The ESPN commentator on the sidelines, after reporting the recent transaction plus signing news, sighed, "While the former stars have become veterans, we have also ushered in a batch of new stars. For example, the 12-time top pick who is about to play in the round of 16, Logan. Yes, this new champion, who scored a Summer League all-time high of 45 points in the final game of the group stage. Whether he can continue his hot hand in today's knockout match is the focus of fans' concern. The NBA has never lacked talent, and it's a league that changes dynasties very quickly. When a generation of stars is delayed, there will be a new generation of supernovas who will succeed them. The appearance of Logan is a good proof of this. In fact, Logan didn't disappoint the fans who watched him live. Facing the Philadelphia 76ers Summer League lineup in the round of 16, Logan scored plus playmaker. Among the 4 quarterbacks, Matty's organizational skills are not weak. Similarly, Kobe Bryant also belongs to that kind of player, or he doesn't pass the ball, and he is a top 10 ball-type player. Obtaining these 2 organizational skills, and is still the max version of Logan, the field vision plus passing skills have definitely reached the historical level. In the whole game, Logan played 24 minutes, shooting all 11, including 4 of 4 3-pointers, 7 of 7 2-pointers, counting 3 of 3 free throws, and scoring 31 points alone. Not only that, but he also handed out 12 assists and played the first 30+10 double-double of his Summer League career. Led by his double-double, the Warriors defeated the 76ers and advanced to the quarterfinals. Logan actually sent a 100% shooting percentage, and he used his incomprehensible performance to help the team continue to soar. I still say that Logan's existence is beyond the level of the Summer League. He is reducing the dimensionality of the blow. This year's Casino Summer League can be awarded in advance. Golden State Warriors and Logan, it is simply unstoppable. The two commentators on the scene gave Logan the highest level of evaluation. His form on the Summer League stage is more dominant than in the NCAA championship, just like the commentator commented. Logan did kick off his solo show in Summer League. In the quarterfinals, Logan scored 42 points in the third quarter and beat the Orlando Magic. In the semifinals, Logan scored 40 points in the third quarter of the second consecutive game, and the Golden State Warriors successfully advanced to the finals. In the Casino Finals, the Golden State Warriors face the Portland Trail Blazers. Also a rookie of the 12th class, if Logan is the top one of this year's Summer League, then Damian Lillard is the top two. It's just that the gap between top one and top two is still very significant. In the end, with Logan's third consecutive 40-plus play, the Golden State Warriors managed to defeat their opponents. Under Lillard's extremely unwilling gaze, the Golden State Warriors became the final champion of the 2012 Las Vegas Summer League. The last 3 games smashed 3 consecutive 40-plus Logan, and became the MVP plus FMVP of this year's Casino Summer League without suspense. He also became the first Celestial Empire player in the history of the Summer League to win MVP plus FMVP. At the same time, he has accumulated 4 40-plus times and 6 30-plus times in the Casino Summer Union, all of which have refreshed the history of Summer Union. ESPN's headline on the night of the end of the Casino Summer League put it bluntly: the Celestial Empire champion show Logan is either creating records or on the road to creating records. NTTV also gave news slogans. The meaning of the existence of the record is waiting to be broken by Logan. The Associated Press used Logan as the cover of the summary when summarizing the 12-year Casino Summer Union. Maybe we're waiting for the next Michael Jordan. Episode 45. The Las Vegas Summer League ended quickly, and the teams finally entered their own offseason. Of course, the biggest bubble drama in the free agent market has just begun. On August 12, U.S. time, the biggest bubble drama in the summer of 12 years finally ushered in its own finale. In the midst of a trade involving 4 teams, 12 players, and multiple draft picks, Warcraft Dwight Howard left Orlando Magic and joined the Los Angeles Lakers. At this point, the Lakers have formed a new generation of F4 of Nash, plus Kobe, plus Gasol, plus Howard. This combination can't help but remind people of the Lakers' composition in '04. Gary Payton plus Kobe plus Karl Malone and Shaquille O'Neal's Big Four lineup. It looks great, but how does it end? Nobody knows. The final destination of Warcraft Howard has finally settled, and the early renewal of the rookies of the 09th class is also proceeding step by step. Griffin got his first big contract. Stephen Curry, who was injured for an entire season, could only accept a child labor contract. James Harden, who helped the Thunder reach the finals, had some disagreements with the team's signing. Harden could even take the initiative to accept the status of a sixth man, just in terms of salary, hoping to get the team's attention. However, the Thunder want Harden to take a salary cut to facilitate the team's recruitment in free agency. In the end, it was the multi-million-dollar thing that James Harden was sent to the Houston Rockets by the Thunder trade. The best sixth man last season also got a 5-year, $78.6 million contract extension with the Rockets. After seeing this long-known deal concluded, Logan lamented not only the operation of Thunder to break up the 3 MVPs, he lamented more about Harden's 5-year contract extension of nearly $80 million. Look at Curry's 4-year, $44 million knife. Mo God, this is really worthless, but this is also a very normal thing. Curry is indeed extremely talented, but he did have a very glass performance in the first few seasons of his career. Last season was reimbursed for a whole year. What can you play like after coming back? No one knows, and no one dares to guarantee it. The Warriors dared to give a 4-year contract, which is already a big gamble. On September 28, U.S. time, the new season of NBA training camp officially opened. The players and new signings of each team officially meet at the home stadium of their respective teams. The media is also focusing more on the 2 teams. The first team was the Miami Heat, who won a championship last season and signed Ray Allen plus Lewis in the summer. With the title of defending champion, LeBron James, at the beginning of the new season, was particularly excited in front of the camera. The goal of the new season is to win the championship, and I have 2 years left on my contract in Miami, and I will win at least 2 more trophies in Miami. James signed a 4-year contract with the Heat, and although he failed to win the championship in the first year, he won the long-lost O'Brien Cup the second year. Now, there are 2 seasons left on the contract. Regardless of whether he will renew his contract with the Heat, he will win 2 more championships in the past 2 years, achieve 3 consecutive championships, and create the Heat dynasty. This is James' only goal and pursuit right now. I'm going to create a dynasty with LeBron, a goal that was set when the squad was formed. Dwayne Wade also mentioned the word dynasty. And ours isn't just 3 in a row, it's more. As James's good brother, the Flash certainly hopes to be with James for a longer time. Of course, the more times we win together, the better. And Wade does feel that he plus James's team, the Triple Crown guarantee, is not capped. LeBron, with the Los Angeles Lakers getting Steve Nash and Dwight Howard this summer, will they be the biggest obstacle on the way to the team's title defense? The reporters on the scene quickly threw out their own questions. In addition to the Lakers, which teams will you care more about in the new season? I think the Lakers did a very good job in the summer, but after a new roster is formed, it takes a lot of time to grind. James' answer was straightforward. Like my first season with the team, it's not easy for the Lakers to win a championship in the first year of roster formation. In other words, James doesn't think the first-year Lakers can have much impact on the team's defense of the title. As for the team I care about, seriously, I'm interested in the Golden State Warriors. On the second question, James wanted to say more. You know, when Steven was in college, I followed his games. Now, the Warriors have another young guy, that #1 pick from Texas farm workers, Logan. In all these years of his career, James has only watched 2 players live in college. One is Stephen Curry, and the other is Logan. Now, the 2 young players are united for the Golden State Warriors. James' interest in the Warriors is reasonable. That's right, I also follow Logan. Hearing the name Logan, Wade was also interested. This kid's performance in college is too good, and this kind of smooth sailing is not conducive to his growth. For this kind of young player, proper setbacks are necessary. So, I don't mind being the mentor who makes him taste failure. Episode 46. In terms of pretending/forcing this aspect, Wade is still dead. What a talented defender, a young talent, a new top-notch show. In the Flash's opinion, it is all about the existence of paying tuition in his own hands. After the interview with the Miami Heat, the attention of the media came to the Los Angeles Lakers. The team that attracted the most attention this summer is undoubtedly the Purple and Gold Legion of the City of Angels. In one offseason, they formed another Big Four in the history of the team. Although Nash is old, masters like this field control type tend to get older and more demonized. Bryant also underwent knee surgery in the summer and will pick up his form for the new season. The only problem is Howard's back injury, but the Lakers are still confident in Howard's physical recovery. Even if the Warcraft has ups and downs in its state due to injury, Nash plus Kobe plus Big Gasol can't give Howard the bottom yet. We came together with one goal, and that was to win the title. In the face of media interviews, Kobe Bryant directly said, "If we fail to win the championship, then we will fail this season." ESPN's reporter also wanted to ask Kobe if he was following the rest of the team, as he did when interviewing James. As a result, this issue was directly rejected by Kobe. "Once the season starts, my focus will only be on winning games. As for following other teams, I don't care about it, I don't pay attention to it. There is no doubt that the goal is to win the 6th career championship, equaling Michael Jordan's championship Flyers, and all the focus is only the final championship. People or things that have nothing to do with the championship, Kobe Bryant will not even look at it." The Heat and Lakers are the biggest favorites this season, but in addition to these 2 teams, the media has also paid attention to the rest of the teams. The Airborne City Clippers with Paul plus Griffin plus Jordan Jr. The Brooklyn Nets that make up the backcourt of DeLong Williams plus Joe John. Rockets with Jeremy Lin plus James Harden. After sending off Harden, the Oklahoma Thunder, who once reached the finals last season, and sending away All-Star David Lee in the draft, just to get Logan's Golden State Warriors. It's just different from the previous teams. When the core players of each team were interviewed by the media, several young cores of the Warriors came to a 3-point game on the first day of training camp. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Chris Middleton, and Logan stood in the bottom corner of each side and at a 45-degree angle on either side to open a fixed-point 3-point shooting game. Curry, who has just returned from injury, still feels relatively up and down, hitting 18 shots from the bottom corner, 25 3-point shots. Middleton's 3-point shot may be the weakest of the 4, hitting just 11 of his 25 3-pointers at a 45-degree angle on the right side. Looking at Thompson and Rogan's 3-point hits, Midu also made up his mind from the bottom of his heart. Sooner or later, one day, I will become the most accurate shooter around Logan. In terms of accuracy, injury-free Thompson is simply a god of team training. Sophomore Tang Shin made a 3-point shot at a 45-degree angle on the left side, hitting 19 consecutive shots, and 22 of the last 25, with a terrifying shooting percentage. Luo, if you abstain now, I will put you and Steven in the 2nd place. Extremely high shooting percentage also made Tom joke about Logan. The 2 have been teammates in the summer union, so the relationship is not bad. Basketball is round, Clay. There is no word abstention in Logan's dictionary. If you don't roll until the last moment, no one knows the end. With this sentence, Logan, who shot in the bottom corner, directly hit the first 3-pointer. Then came the 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Looking at Logan's shot after ball, Tom, who was originally full of confidence, gradually stiffened his face. You know, before Curry incarnated as Kuhau, the NBA single-game three-point shooting record, but the 12 three-point shots held by Kobe Bryant. There is also a record of consecutive three-point shots, which is also held by the peak Kobe. The peak Black Mamba once hit 8 consecutive three-pointers in a single game, which is the NBA record for consecutive three-point shots. Now, Logan, who has the peak Kobe ability and is still a strengthened version of Max, is not easy to bully elementary school students plus Tang in the team's three-point competition. Bang! When Logan's final three-point shot pierced the net, he also shrugged his shoulders at the confused/forced Tang with his performance on 24 of 25 shooting. Do you want me to come to your place for another round? The bottom corner three-point line is indeed closer to the basket than the 45-degree angle. In order to prevent Thompson from being unconvinced, Logan casually mentioned it. Here's a round. As a result, Thompson was really unconvinced and personally handed the ball to Logan. Just one round. No problem. Logan trotted all the way to Thompson's 45-degree angle, and bang 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 was a random shot, a series of cannons again, and another wave of hits. What is the position of the 45-degree angle? This is where Tracy McGrady moved God to create 35 seconds and 13 minutes. Let's say it's another round, even tomorrow morning, and Logan can get Thompson on his knees and sing about conquest. In the end, it was another round of accurate three-point performances on 24 of 25 shooting, and Logan turned to look at the dumbfounded Thompson. That's it? This time, Klay Thompson was really convinced. Luo, count you winning this time. When my state recovers, let's compete again. Tang was convinced, but the elementary school students were not convinced. Curry was reimbursed last season and has just recovered from injury this season and is still looking for form. It is reasonable to throw the pot to a poor state. Of course, but next time we're going to change the game. Logan really likes Curry's self-familiar personality. Steven, the next time we want to compare, we will compare super far. These regular three-pointers, Logan shot a little tired. Since Curry wants to play some fried. Episode 47. The Golden State Warriors, unlike the rest of the team's training camp content, successfully grabbed their place in the overwhelming Heat plus Lakers news. Logan's name once again appeared on the news homepages of various media in the United States together with stars such as James, Wade, Kobe, and Howard. On October 2nd, U.S. time, the preseason of the new NBA season began. The Warriors, out of protection for Curry and Logan and others, did not choose to send the main lineup in the preseason, and most of the time was reserved for rotation players. This also led to a mediocre preseason record for the Warriors. Of course, this is preseason, and most teams don't care about the results of preseason at all. In addition to the Los Angeles Lakers, who formed F4. In the first game of the preseason, the Lakers were the main force, ready to train with the game, and the team swallowed the first preseason loss. And that's not the end of it. In 8 games in the preseason, the Lakers suffered 8 consecutive losses. Even if the effect of their training with the match did not come out, the team's problems were exposed to the world. People were surprised to find out. It seems that the Lakers of the new F4 are not as powerful as imagined. Steve Nash, 38, Kobe Bryant, 34, Paul Gasol, 32, and Artest, 33. Among the Lakers starters, only Howard is under the age of 30. This lineup looks luxurious, but there are actually too many problems. What's more, their head coach isn't Phil Jackson, who is good at bonding multiple stars. Mike Bueling, who has mixed a few honors with LeBron James's thigh, is indeed not capable of controlling and balancing this luxurious lineup. The new season of the Lakers, since the beginning of the preseason, has given people a feeling of being riddled with holes. On October 30th, U.S. time, the new NBA season ushered in the opener. American Airlines Center Arena, Miami. Under the gaze of nearly 20,000 fans at the scene, the Miami Heat raised their second championship banner in team history. The Heat also started at home to defeat last season's Eastern Conference opponents, the Boston Celtics, 120-107 in the first game. It is worth mentioning that Ray Allen, who left the Green Army to come to the Heat, scored 19 points alone in this game, and the old owner has his share of credit. Another opener, F4 Lakers, home to the Dallas Mavericks, who Dirk Nowitzki is absent. This season's Mavericks are basically unwanted. Nowitzki needs to miss a lot of games to recover from injury, and they naturally don't ask for anything in terms of results. Not to mention the Lakers, who won the opening game with all their main players. In particular, Pau Gasol played a double-double of 23 plus 12. Howard 19 plus 10 also contributed to Leong Suong. Bryant was 11 of 14, shooting 78.6% from the field and efficiently scoring 22 points. Either way, the Lakers can't lose. Then, the Mavericks scored a double-double with 6 players, 99-91, giving the Lakers their first loss of the new season. Counting the 8 consecutive losses in the preseason, the Lakers F4 has been formed so far, 0-9, and has not tasted a win. In the post-game interview, the angry Kobe directly refused the interview, turned around and walked back to the player tunnel. Even the Lakers themselves didn't figure it out. How did this ball lose? Compared to the previous two games, the last game of the opening day was much less noticeable. But this game is precisely the number 5 Central Channel, the only live broadcast game today. Central Stage number 5, Central Stage number 5. Hello audience friends, I am the host Yoga, Celestial Empire, Studio 5 of Central Television. Host Yogi expertly said the opening words. Today, we will bring you the 2012-13 season, the first day of the NBA regular season. The two teams in today's game are the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are also very happy to invite Mr. Sukun, who is very familiar to fans and friends, to serve as today's commentator. As soon as the yoga conversation turned, the live broadcast footage was also given to Sukun. Sukun also skillfully said hello to the Celestial Empire fans in front of the TV. Mr. Su, in fact, we all know that today's NBA opening day, there are the Heat, the Celtics, and the Lakers, but we only broadcast the Warriors games live. This is all because the Golden State Warriors won the second top pick of the Celestial Empire, Logan, in a trade this summer. Before the game started, Yoga first chatted with Sukun. What do you think of the Warriors trade for All-Star player David Lee for Logan's deal? First of all, I have to say something. I read a lot of media in the United States about this deal, and the evaluation that the Warriors got was not very good. Some people say the Warriors are outrageous. They sent away All-Star players, posted a number 7 pick, and sent out a first-round pick. An All-Star is worth money, the number 7 pick is worth money, and this first-round pick is worth even more. The Warriors paid so much value for a Logan plus garbage contract. Lewis, this is not a blood loss, what is this? Briefly describing the views of American experts, Sukun began his own performance. But these are the views of the media in the United States. If I want to say, these expert media of foreigners, then they don't understand the ball at all. David Lee is indeed an all-star, but he's also an all-star backup. Let's Logan guarantee is also an all-star starter, and the ceiling is a superstar at the historical level. As for that number 7 show Barnes, I don't even want to watch it. In front of Logan, this young man is not qualified to be mentioned. After a meal of output, Sukun gave his own conclusion. So, in my opinion, the Warriors deal is quite reasonable. Hearing the words reasonable, the yoga around Sukun was stunned for half a second. Good guy, it's not Zhang Qing who came to the studio today. Director Su stole all the lines of Director Zhang. Episode 48. This summer, the Cleveland Cavaliers picked up a leak behind the Wizards and successfully used the number 4 pick to select Bradley Beal, the core guard of the University of Florida, compared to the Dion Vitesse they originally planned to choose. In Rogan's view, Vitesse became Beal, which is simply a shotgun for cannon-level replacement. After all, Beal is an all-star level quarterback averaging 30.6 points per game in the league in the future, and Vitesse, after years adrift in the Union, can only look at the water cooler at the tail end of the bench. Luo, we meet again. It seemed that he sensed Rogan's gaze, and Bill, who was warming up on the opposite side, took the initiative to come over and say hello to Rogan. I said I wanted to take revenge on you in the NBA, but I didn't expect this day to come so quickly. Bradley Beal and his University of Florida are Rogan's opponents in the NCAA 64 opener. In that game, the University of Florida took the lead, leading by double-digit points at one point. But it was in that game that Logan fell from the sky and single-handedly turned the game over, starting the Texas agricultural industry's NCAA counterattack journey. Now, Rogan's first game in the NBA is again against Beal's team. Logan didn't know if the schedule was an official NBA fun. It's just that Bill versus Rogan will certainly not be a gimmick for the league. Regarding this opener, the official gimmick given by the league is Kyrie Irving versus Rogan, 11th champion show versus 12th champion show. I heard about Rogan, and he had a very lively discussion this summer. In the pre-match interview session, Owen, who faced the media camera, directly answered the relevant topic. I've even heard people say that Rowe is the best rookie in the NBA in the last 10 years. Speaking of this, Owen smiled directly. Dude, Luo won't even be the best rookie since 2010. Since 2010, there have been 3 rookies in total. Irving said directly, Logan is not the best rookie in 10 years. He is not even the best one in these 3 years. As for who is the best rookie in these 3 years, Kyrie Irving answered the media's questions with a wave of tactical recline. Don't ask. Ask is Owen himself. This is also the reason why the league arranged the Cavaliers versus Warriors opener. The Lakers and Celtics represent the league's past. The Miami Heat represent the present of the league. Knights and Warriors represent the future of the alliance. Today's match is not only a duel between the two champions, but also a duel between several future fighters. At the same time, Irving's confident pre-game interview also made the Cavaliers cheer at home. After losing LeBron James, the Cleveland Knights have been searching for the next chosen son. There is no doubt that Kyrie Irving has the potential to represent the whole of Cleveland. Rush, Cleveland, what is Rogan? Carey is the strongest on the pitch. Leave the victory in Cleveland. The Cavaliers fans cheered loudly, and the warm-up of the two teams ended quickly, and the starters of both sides appeared one after another. Cleveland Cavaliers starter: Kyrie Owen plus Bradley Beal plus Alonzo Key plus Tristan Thompson and Vallejo. When Irving stepped onto the court, he also waved his arms at the Cavaliers fans to signal that the cheers were louder. On the other side, the Golden State Warriors starter: Stephen Curry plus Klay Thompson plus Azari plus Andrew Tur and Rogan. Luo, the momentum of this arena is really enough. Standing on the Quicklone Arena, Curry, who has just come back, was even a little empty by the noise of the scene. Good guys, these avid Knights fans look like they're going to eat people. They'll be quiet later. Logan tucked the corners of his coat into his pants. Steven, give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes? They were quiet? Stephen Curry's little eyes looking at Logan were full of question marks. Logan, what does this mean? What is he going to do? The two teams started on the pitch and the two teams converged on the center line. The referee throws the ball high. The next moment, Vallejo defeated and took the lead to get the ball into Kyrie Irving's hands. The Cleveland Cavaliers dominate the offensive ball on the first opening attack. Irving held the ball without stopping, stepped on the throttle into the front court, faced Curry's defense, and directly turned on his ankle terminator mode. When the continuous forward body change plus crotch adjustment rhythm, Irving looked at the neutral, took Curry's left side to forcibly overtake and stop the emergency stop, and hit 2 points long. 2:0. The Cleveland Knights are the first to win. This ball also caused cheers from the scene. Brilliant goal. The Cavaliers were the first to score 2 points by Kyrie Irving. This ball Owen played beautifully. His dribbling ability is so good, he has a shooting space, and a 2-point shot is a matter of holding a handle. Yoga and Sukun also have a high evaluation of Owen's ball. Although they are all in support of the Warriors and Logan, Irving is really good at this ball, and there is nothing wrong with blowing a wave. Offensive and defensive conversion, Warriors offensive rounds. Stephen Curry dribbled through the half, raised his hand to make a block, and hit the 3-point line, attracting the Cavaliers' defense to retract, and then passed the ball to Thompson on the outside. Tang faced Bill's defense, raised his hand without a chance, and decisively handed over Logan in the bottom corner of the ball. Boom. Basketball starts. Logan faces Alonzo K, who comes up to the defense, directly overtakes the defender along the bottom line, and enters the 3-second zone in 3 steps. Vallejo plus Tristan Thompson contracted to the inside early on, looking at Logan, who flew over. The Knights' inside duo decisively slammed the door and stopped in front of Rogan. Boom. The next moment, Logan, who entered the penalty area along the bottom line, did not mean to pass the ball at all, and directly took off into the air. After gliding through the air and folding to avoid the Knights' inner duo who also flew, Logan stretched his belly again. Both hands become one-handed, and the face frame is split. Lash the Himalayas. Episode 49. Oh, Cleveland, United States, Fast Loan Center Arena. The fans were in an uproar. Just now, under their gaze, Logan entered the box along the bottom line, folded in the air to dodge the double block, and half-turned to complete the face frame split, which shocked the fans. What do I say? Logan is so hot. Not only the fans at the scene, but also Sukun in the studio of the Central TV station also directly shouted, "Look! This ball will also be the today's top 5 balls." Indeed, Rogan's ball is too explosive. Yoga also slowed down for a while before he spoke. His ball is really high enough. That's right, in the eyes of Yoga, Logan's ball is flying high. WTF. And not only them. The 2 Knight defenders who were dodged by Rogan's glide in the air also looked at each other and saw the disbelief on their faces. How did this ball get in? Double ghost shoot the door. Just a little gap in the middle. Just give Logan the opportunity to show a wave? Just Nima is outrageous. Of course, a little gap in the eyes of Vallejo and TT. In Logan's eyes, that is 100 million points. 2:2. Knight attack. After Irving held the ball for half the court, he still chose to open the whole court. He wants to play 2 waves of singles first to prove who is the strongest rookie in the last 3 drafts. Still a coherent and gorgeous dribbling to get rid of, Irving saw the opportunity to shoot slightly backwards, and the basketball hit again. 4:2. After hitting the ball, Owen also glanced in Logan's direction, intentionally or unintentionally, as if to say, "It's your turn, cool." Irving's micromaneuvering goal plus provocative Logan's eyes after hitting instantly ignited the atmosphere of the stadium. Although Rogan's opening dunk is very explosive, Owen is the hero of this arena. Logan? It's just the revenant of Kyrie Owen's sword today. Kyrie is Cleveland's new king. Send those guys from the Golden State Warriors home. Kyrie, them. The cheers from the Cavaliers fans were even louder. Owen's consecutive hits gave them confidence. Warriors offensive round. Curry held the ball for half of the court, and Azari, who was raised to the top of the arc, made a blocking cooperation and then hit near the free throw line, swept the corner of his eye, and threw the ball to the right side of the basket. It's too late, it's too soon. I saw a yellow lightning bolt passing high in the sky. Running off the ball throws off the defender's Logan, the flank flies out, catches the dunk with both hands, and scores again. All guard against Kyrie Irving. After completing the empty catch and high-fived Curry, Logan glanced up at the time. There are still 2 minutes. 2 more minutes? Curry also glanced at the timer. While the 2 sides were standing at 4:4, There were a full 11 minutes left in the first quarter. 1 minute passed and Logan said before the game to give him 3 minutes, exactly 2 minutes left. Don't. Is he going to start? I don't know why, obviously he is a player on the court, but Stephen Curry began to look forward to Logan's next performance like a fan. What exactly is he going to do? How to do it? Curry thought about it, and Irving had already advanced through the half. Only this time, the player who stopped in front of Irving was no longer Curry, but Logan. Oh, Logan took the initiative to change the defense of Kyrie Owen. Seeing the alignment on the field, Yoga was also excited. Teacher Sukun, do you think that this ball, Owen can still score? Seriously, I don't know. Sukun was also quite excited. Owen's hand is really good today, but Logan's defense is not bad. Owen is like a sharp sword, and Logan is a strong shield. Who is tougher with sword and shield? Sukun thinks it's all possible. I thought you didn't dare to defend me. Outside the three-point line at the top of the arc, looking at the defender in front of him, Irving forced Grauman. Are you ready to be blasted by me? Seriously, if he just blows up Curry, Irving doesn't feel like the strongest rookie in the past 3 years. All this only holds true if it penetrates Logan's defense head-on. Boom. Forcing Grauman, Owen didn't talk nonsense, directly accelerated the start, and quickly hit Logan's left-hand side. Of course, this is just his fetish. With a false shot, Owen quickly changed to the right-hand side, and the moment he took a step forward, he half-turned to change the rhythm. Whether it's half-turning back or turning around and pulling out space entirely, all the initiative is in the hands of Owen. Seeing Kyrie Irving dancing gracefully on the court, the Cavaliers fans at the scene also stood up. They waited for the moment when Irving scored under Logan's defense and burst into thunderous cheers. Poof. However, they did not wait for the fans to cheer. Owen, who was in a half-turn state, had a basketball in his hand, but was accidentally poked out. Logan quickly and ruthlessly made a steal attack, and directly did not give Irving time to make a decision, and he made a basketball steal. The basketball was out of control, and Logan took possession of the ball first. Is this the strongest rookie? With these words, Logan instantly switched from defense to attack and flew into the front court. Shit. Cursing angrily, Owen reacted quickly, and immediately turned back to defense. Unfortunately, Logan's stride was too exaggerated. The 11-year champion show watched the 12th champion like this, stepping on the three-point line to close the ball. 2 big steps inside the free throw line. The rocket took off. 1 arm bow pull. Violent abuse frame. Boom. The powerful and heavy dunk made the basket buzz. Especially against the background of the dead silence of the fans, the hum of the basket is particularly significant. Oh my God. The next moment, the Warriors bench on the sidelines is directly firing. It's incredible. It's too exaggerated. It's so exciting. Luo's feet are like springs, and this ball is too exaggerated. Oh my God. Logan's speed is so far. I feel like I'm watching a Hollywood blockbuster. Middleton, who has the best relationship with Logan, Green, who was a teammate with Logan in the Summer League, and PJ Tucker, who is forever dripping iron powder, roared while standing up and waving the towel in his hand. This ball is indeed worth their madness. Well done, Ro. Curry also rushed to Logan's side at the first time and gave him a passionate high five. You know, flying away like Logan has always been Curry's dream. Although this buckle was not done by themselves, the elementary school students were as excited as if they completed the flying buckle by themselves. The Knights attacked. Irving still signaled his teammates to pull away, and continued to play singles himself. Defending in front of him is still Logan, who has just shocked the game. This time, Owen was smart. After a series of quick dribbles, Irving saw the opportunity, suddenly got up, and pulled it up to make a backward shot. The Cavaliers fans rose again. No matter how Irving scored the points, as long as he can score under Logan's defense, it is worth cheering them on. Boom. However, this time, Logan once again swallowed the cheers of the fans. Warrior number 7 flew up and directly found Owen's back of the back shot. The basketball was unbiased and happened to fall into the hands of Klay Thompson. Tang's dribbling ability is not outstanding, giving the Knights time to defend the position. In the Warriors' positional battle round, Logan received a cross pass from Curry, adjusted outside the three-point line, ignored the defender in front of him, and pulled it up to be a three-point cold arrow, like hell flames, shot through the net. 9:4. The Golden State Warriors' advantage has come to 5 points. Looking back, the Cavaliers side attacked. Irving once again iron-headed Logan's defense. This time he did succeed in shooting, but the basketball hard state hit the iron. The rebound was controlled by Logan's backhand, and the Golden State Warriors quickly advanced to counterattack through the half. Logan's counterattack was so fast that even his teammates didn't have time to keep up with the attack. 2 big players, Ezeri and Mutt, simply didn't make it past halftime. The Knights side is actually similar. The front court instantly becomes a 3v3 for both teams. Logan held the ball from outside the three-point line and instantly attracted the attention of the Cavaliers' 2 defensive players. Irving's eyes were only Logan, completely emptying Curry on the other side. Logan is not alone. There is a huge gap in the schoolboys, and he decisively hits the ball to the ground. Outside the three-point line on the right, after Curry catches the ball, there is even enough time to complete the adjustment, and then it is like daily training. quick three-pointers, steady shooting, 12:4. Cavaliers fans are already a bit unable to sit still. The rhythm of the game, something is wrong. What makes Cavaliers fans even more wrong is still to come. Irving held the ball halfway through, finally stopped obsessing over singles, and gave the ball to Beal. Bill, who has not touched the ball for a long time, was numbed by Tang's active scalp, and he made a direct mistake in dribbling and gave up the ball. Taking the runaway basketball, Odom quickly passed the ball to Logan on the other end. Logan doesn't care about 3-7-21, as soon as he steps on the accelerator, he will kill the front court. The Knights returned to defense very quickly. Vallejo and Alonzo Key contracted the basket, looked at Logan, who rushed over, and the two raised their hands. As long as Logan dares to come in, they dare to fall to the ground and create an offensive foul. Fake fall. Vallejo is an Oscar-level actor. Swoosh. Unfortunately, Rogan, who took off this time, did not give Vallejo the opportunity to contact head-on. Celestial Dynasty champion Yuan Lang danced the aerial ballet. Thousands of flowers pass in the bush, and the leaves do not stick to the body. Turn around and glide over from Vallejo's side and hit the basket with ease. 14:4. In just over a minute, the Golden State Warriors beat the Cavaliers with a terrifying 12-0 shockwave, opening up a 10-point gap in one fell swoop. Episode 50. Cleveland, United States, Fast Loan Center Arena. This stadium, which was boiling before the game, was already silent at this time. The sound of a needle falling to the ground is clearly audible. Cavaliers coach Byron Scott on the sidelines looked sad. Although the team's goal in the new season is only to cultivate Irving plus Beal, the outside twin, there is no pursuit of record. But this is the season opener, or at home. The first home game of the new season was blown up by the Warriors, which can't be justified. Now, however, Byron Scott can't think of a good solution. The game has only started less than 3 minutes, so you can't call a timeout so early, right? Scott's clever IQ soon took over the heights. He chose to wait and see again and throw the puzzle to the players on the field, or rather, to Kyrie Irving, who held the ball for more than half. Ever since Irving faced Rogan's defense, Irving's own offense has stalled. Not only Irving, but even the Cavaliers' entire offense came to a standstill. On the Warriors' side, Rogan scored 11 consecutive points and assisted Curry on a three-point shot, helping the team play a wave to establish the lead. No matter from which point of view, it seems that he has been completely exploded by Rogan. Kyrie Irving's mentality is a bit of a breakdown. The situation of more than 2 minutes into the game made his pre-match remarks seem to have turned into jokes, but fortunately, Bradley Beal stepped up in times of crisis. Beal hit 2 points from mid-range left to score his first NBA career point, while also breaking the team's scoring drought. It's a pity that Beal's score only quenches the Knights' thirst, not the Knights' bleeding. Back on the defensive end, Logan directly penetrated Alonzo Key's defense, also in the middle range, and while scoring 2 points, he also caused the defender's hitter foul and got an extra penalty. While 2+1 was easily achieved, Logan helped the team to stretch the point difference to 11 points, and the individual single-game score also reached 14 points. At this time, it was just 3 minutes before the start of the game. Logan alone scored 14 points on 100% shooting, plus 1 rebound, 1 block, 1 steal, and 1 assist. Stephen Curry was stunned. Watch the silence of the fans, and watch the timer that has just passed 3 minutes of the game. Look at the double-digit difference between the two teams at this time, and Rogan's performance at almost filling up the data bar. Luo, you really did it. Standing side by side with Rogan, who came back to defense, Curry was shocked. You really only took 3 minutes to shut up the originally crazy fans. I always do what I say. Logan looked light. The game is not over, Steven. Take advantage of the victory and pursue. Like Logan said, the game isn't over yet. At least the twin stars of Kyrie Irving and Bradley Beal have not given up hope of turning the game around. For this kind of opponent who does not admit defeat, Rogan's choice is, increase the strength. In the first quarter, Logan not only personally stared at Irving on the defensive end, but also assisted in the defense from time to time, which seriously interfered with Bradley Beal's offensive state. In addition to increasing his efforts on the defensive end, Rogan's firepower output on the offensive end did not fall. While the personal offensive firepower is fully open, the Celestial Empire champion Yuan Lang also takes into account the role of the top of the arc dealing, so that Curry, who has returned from injury, finds a touch on the outside. It's just that Curry's hand is really not good today, but Thompson has a good hand today, hitting 2 3-pointers in the first quarter to help the team further open the point gap. At the end of the first quarter, the Golden State Warriors scored 34 points on the road, allowing the rival Cavaliers to score only 15 points. The game lost its suspense almost after the first quarter. In Studio 5 of Central Television, Yoga said during the break between festivals, the Golden State Warriors were close to 20 points ahead of their opponents at the end of the first quarter. I'm more interested in Rogan's stats, who almost scored 20 points in the first quarter. On the other side, Sukun skipped the team review session and commented directly on Logan, 18 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds in a single quarter, and 2 steals plus 1 block. The important thing is that Logan didn't make any mistakes in the first quarter and he performed perfectly. I don't even know if Logan is too strong, or the Cleveland Cavaliers are too weak. and the Cavaliers playing at home can't stop Logan. Not to mention preventing Logan. The Cavaliers' outside core Irving can't even play a normal offensive level under Logan's defense. The broadcast footage returns to the Quick Loan Center arena. The first quarter of the game was over, and many fans on the scene already chose to get up and leave the stadium early. They don't see the chance of the home team turning around and creating miracles. They really don't want to see their home team being so brutally defeated by the away team. The interbreak ended quickly, and at the beginning of the second quarter, the Warriors fielded the Texas Agri-Workers combination of Logan plus Middleton. The two class of 12 rookies worked as well together as they did during their time in the NCAA. Logan is the main attack, assisted by Midu, and catches the shells delivered by Logan from time to complete the fatal blow. It's completely different from the Warriors' all-out firepower at the start of the second quarter. Irving plus Beal are all rotating lineups of the Cavaliers resting off the court, and are not opponents of the Warriors at all. Another 12-1 scoring shockwave, the Warriors instantly stretched the gap to 30 points. Just like the analysis of the two commentators of the Central Station, this so-called future battle, which is very important to NBA officials, lost its suspense early. At halftime, the Warriors led the Cavaliers by 25 points. Logan also finished halftime with 29 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals and 2 blocks, and a 0 turnover. At the beginning of the second half, the Warrior starters led by Logan were left off the court by Mark Jackson. The difference between the two teams was too great, and Mark Jackson felt that the game had been 2 quarters ahead of the time and entered garbage time. It's just that the Knights side doesn't think so. Without Logan's defense, Irving plus Beal instantly turned out of control and began to strike a wave reduction blow to the players of the Warriors' third lineup. The difference between the two teams was instantly approaching 17 points. This also made Mark Jackson resend Logan plus Curry plus Thompson. As soon as Logan came on the court, he tricked the defensive player into a defensive shooting foul from outside the three-point line, not only got the free throw, but also threw out the three-pointer, and also happened to wipe the board. 3-1. Logan had just been replaced and gave the Knights a big gift. The Cleveland Cavaliers managed to shrink the gap back to less than 20 points, and as soon as Logan came back, he stretched the gap to 20 points. He is murderous, and Logan directly killed the opponent's hope of counterattack.